fucking liars if y'all are telling me this scene was... Okay, so clearly we have to watch Saltburn. Like, everyone's talking about it. It's been the talk of the town, you guys. I am pretty excited to visit this movie. I know Jacob Elordi is in it. I know that Barry Keoghan, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Barry Keoghan. Please don't kill me. That's his name, I think, is in this. And I'm pretty excited to visit this because I think I have a lot to say about this movie. And I think a lot of other people had a lot to say about this movie. It was pretty controversial, like, when it first came out, and a lot of people on TikTok were, like, freaking out about it, making all those videos. Basically, people were just freaking out, saying that this was the craziest movie they'd ever seen, leaving the movie theaters, like, with just horror in their eyes. And I was just like, I need to see this movie. Like, I feel like I feel like I need to see this movie. I feel left out a little bit. I'm excited to be disgusted with all of you guys as well. I also only know one other film that this director has done, and that was Promising Young Woman. I thought that movie was pretty good. You guys can see my letterboxd review if you guys want to. I'll link it in the description below. It's just the ending that frustrated me. So yeah. Also, with that said, a lot of people there were like very interesting ratings for this. A lot of people just thought that this was the best movie ever made and that this was like the pinnacle of art, and then other people were just like, this was such a shallow movie and it was trying so hard, and you know, so many other things. And so I just basically developed my own thoughts on it, and I don't think it's as extreme as other people. I invested in a slate, but I lost the marker, so it literally just says things from my last my graduation party, so don't mind that. Pretend it says Saltburn up here.
I wasn't in love with him.
Wasn't in love with him.
I know everyone thought I was, but I wasn't. I loved him, of course.
This is just
It
so
was impossible not to love Phoenix.
like missing wife goes missing or like dies unexpectedly, and then this is like the old home footage the husband took of her before she died, coded. Okay, so I am looking back at some of the footage right now, and I realized that I only recorded like a quarter of the screen the entire time I was filming. So some of it's gonna look a little wonky and off, and then I'll do my best to like add some clips of like the actual scene that I'm talking about, because I do reference the editing style and the lighting and the aspect ratio and all that jazz a few times, and you guys probably won't understand what I'm talking about if you guys can't see it. So I'm gonna try and do that, but for the most part it's probably just gonna be like a little bit of like a quarter of the screen. Like, you'll still be able to see the characters, but it's just like the top left corner, and it's so annoying. But yeah, that'll help me avoid copyright anyway. So I feel like multiple other people have probably had the same thought, but like that's just the first thing I
think honestly that's why he liked me so much. Protected him. I was honest with him. I understood him. I loved him.
This is me with every celebrity male that I've ever had like an unhealthy obsession with. I was different. I didn't smile at the concerts. I was reading a book instead. I love when movies have this like sort of atmosphere around them. Some of my favorite movies are coming of age films. And like just having this college atmosphere and like a whole bunch of people moving in and about to start their new lives. I just love that atmosphere and how it's shown.
Oliver what? Oliver Quick? So you're a Norman no mates too then? Oliver Quick.
Oliver Quick sounds like the alias of a superhero, does it not?
What are you reading? I'm reading maths. I'm a genius.
Okay.
I don't like maths, really. even just a kiss. No, I believe. Fucking ask me a song then!
Sir.
423 lines.
Why did I think he was saying, ask me a song? Like, ask me to sing a song. What song do you want me to sing? I was like, you really want to sing a song that bad? He said, ask me a sum. Let's keep our head in the games, Nia.
Merseyside? Never been. Never been.
I think there's also a lot of things in this movie that I don't get because
Okay, I think.
I'm not British. Thank God, I'm kidding. No, but like on a serious note, like I'm not British, so I'm not gonna get like the references to like the places that they're talking about and like what they like the cultural significance that it means and how it adds to the rest of the movie. Because I know this movie like is supposed to talk about class and status and all that, so some of those things might fly over my head. But if I have any UK viewers, please kindly let me know some facts in the comment.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, lot of food for thought there. Intriguing.
Why don't I just leave right now, actually?
Just us.
I'd be so embarrassed.
Why?
I don't know. I don't think we really use it in real life, do we?
Look forward to hearing your essay.
I was going to say that because Oxford is so grand of a school, I would have liked the aspect ratio to be better, but I'm going to go back to my first statement when I said I liked it because I think it like gives it a more intimate feeling. I'm uncomfortable with him around. I don't want him around. Literally leave me alone.
It's invitation only, apparently. Get an invite in your pigeonhole.
Haven't checked.
I have. Like we wanted to go anyway. As if we actually want to talk to those vapid cunts.
Why are you including me? See, that's the thing. I hate when people used to do that. When they would include me in their little pity parties. Don't include me in that. Sometimes I do want to have fun, actually. Don't include me in your little sadness episode. And then look, he done took his bar, his granola bar. Okay. I don't know why I'm surprised by how well Jacob Elordi has pulled off a British accent and how natural it sounds. I don't know why I am. He is Australian, but I just never thought that.
Fuck, that's kind. Are you serious?
He surprised me.
Are you sure? I mean, it's a bit of a faff when you get back to college.
Like that. It's a bit of a faff from getting back to college. Like, he's a Brit. He's literally a British man.
Oliver, I love you.
Oh, Oliver's in love.
I love you. I love you. I love
Talk
you.
about some. I wasn't in love with him.
So kind. You're a fucking lifesaver, really. Cheers, Ollie.
Already given him a nickname. That's how you make somebody feel special. Felix is one of those people that knows how to make people feel special. And quite possibly wants to feel like a god. No one's knocking him for that, by the way. I'm not knocking him for that. He just knows how to do it. Some say it's manipulation. Some may say it's just natural for him.
This is my fucking hero right here. I was just telling everyone how you saved my ass yesterday.
So cute.
And that right there, I think, is also a very good way to like get people to like be in love with you, especially when you're that like high in status and popularity. Like, this guy saved my life. I feel like I've seen people do that a lot, and those are like the tactics. So it's just very interesting to see on screen.
What are you in fucking witness protection or something? Jesus Christ, mate. What do you have? Do you have any siblings? What are your parents like?
Siblings, no. And my parents, I
What?
don't see them that much.
Why?
Just
Whoever was on the soundtrack for this, the score,
Problems.
you're a funny one, you. Because I'm over here thinking that this is some sort of coming of age love story. You're sick. You're sick. Do you hear this music? This is a 2013 rom-com movie, if I've ever seen it.
You're fucking
Or heard it.
what the fuck, mate?
What am I supposed to do? Not fall in love? What am I supposed to do? We all saw that. So, I need you to get, like, I'm this close to getting, like,
We'll get bored of you.
a restraining order against this character. I can't. I really do want to understand the significance of that character, though. Can somebody let me know in the comments?
So fucking hot.
Not him looking at his body saying, I know. Low-key, he's real for that.
You won't.
Ollie, yes, I will. I said I'd do it later.
Ollie, fucking stop. I'm not a fucking child. I can do it myself.
That's so annoying. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for him.
It's, I might catch you later, yeah?
Okay. Of course.
Yeah, see, I would have left on my own. Matter of fact, I wouldn't have even started cleaning up the room. I just feel like that's overstepping a boundary. He oversteps plenty in this movie. Ooh, the lighting. I don't think I'll ever get tired of, like, lighting like this. Like, very harsh LED lights. And, like, the change of color, I love that. From blue to red. Oh, God.
Ollie, what's happened?
Now that I'm thinking about it, he totally used this as, like a way to get, or like a sad story to get back into, like, that crowd, that scene, like, through Felix. There was no way he was getting back in that without this sob story. Rich people love a good sob story to take care of.
Of course you can miss the fucking exams.
No.
Hey, Oliver.
Hey.
There are just so many shots in this movie. And, like, the blocking. See how they moved out of the way, so he's, like, not really in the center here. But then he moves to the left a little bit, and then we get to see Farley come into that right. And so I just love beautiful blocking. Love beautiful blocking, especially, like, just when the entire frame is looking... Who is the DP on this?
I don't know.
Because you... Mwah.
My great-grandfather started it when his son died in the war. I've only done it for my dog so far, but it helped a bit.
That's so sweet. Felix is so sweet for that. And for Ollie to just listen to that and feel absolutely nothing, that's real psychological damage.
My dad told me I had to stick my fingers in to make her sick. Otherwise...
Don't y'all find it ironic how he said the story about sticking his fingers down his own mother's throat? And we all know what happens later with him and Ollie's mom. That's sick and twisted. That's actually so sick and twisted and diabolical. I can't. I'm just now realizing that my mind. Like, for shots like this, I really would have liked something, like, grand. Like, a bigger aspect ratio to really get the full scope of how big it is. But at the same time, I love that. I love the small aspect ratio. So I don't know. I guess I'm hard to please.
Red staircase. I accidentally fingered my cousin.
I love how it tracks him and follows him like we're Ollie.
Cabinet.
And I also love how, like, normal he's making everything sound. The blue room. We just have a room that's blue. Dedicated to that. And he's just, it shows how, like, relaxed he is. I love that Jacob Elordi made these choices, because it really just feels like this is just like his playhouse is every day. Like, this is just so normal to him, like, through his body language.
Anything else I should know about?
No, just be yourself. They'll love you. It's relaxed, I promise. We'll be in the library.
I can never take people seriously when they say that. I'm, like, the most anxious person ever when it comes to meeting people's parents for the first time, because I always want to make a good impression and I always want them to like me. So somebody saying, oh, no, it's sweet, like, just, like, do whatever, they won't care. No, I need you to tell me what your parents like and dislike, because I don't want to fuck around and then have them hate me. This is hilarious.
Where's you work it out. I'm going to work it out.
Kitchen.
It's also funny because before Ollie, she was basically kind of in his shoes. And I'm guessing she never was asked to do anything. So that was just kind of like her time is ticking in this estate, okay? Now they have a new poor thing to worry about. Speaking of poor things, love that movie, by the way.
The latest one is some ghastly Russian billionaire, malignantly ugly, of course, and she's been holed up here for months. Tell me about your mother. How is she bearing up? Still drinking?
Stop.
Ignore him. Nothing shocks me, Oliver. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing shocks me. Oh my god. I just finished, or I'm finishing up a book called Bunny. I don't know if you guys have read it, but it's basically kind of like this, the chapter I just finished basically just talks about how rich people love a pity party. They love a good, like a good poor thing, and basically like trauma porn to hear and to make them feel like they're doing some good in the world by taking someone in or inviting someone over, or making them feel a part of something. And while I do also hold beliefs that I love making people feel a part of things, and I love like inclusivity and, you know, stuff like that, it's also very interesting that book kind of talked about that in that way, because they do. And like this movie also shows that they do love that. They love the, oh darling, tell me about your terrible life and how we've saved you from it this summer. Like, girl, like that's just so crazy to me.
So far, so good.
I don't know what I'd do without Elsbeth. She really saved me.
Don't bang on about it, Pamela, darling. You know we're delighted to have you for however long it is you mean to stay.
Oh no, I think I might have found somewhere.
Oh, well done, darling.
I'm crying.
It's more of a bedsit, really.
They want that bitch out. They're tired of her trauma spiel. They said, we've heard it before, honey. Come up with something different.
Sorry, you must be cold.
That right there would be the first weird sign to me. Why did you come outside in this weather in just boxers and a blanket?
You're not cold-blooded.
Put on a shirt.
You're so,
So what?
Pathetic. Pathetic. And fixable, maybe. A pity party. Real is, yeah.
Not the eggs. The eggs are made for you.
Exactly. And everything else is inside.
Like, how am I supposed to know that? How am I supposed to know that? These are the things that you should have told me in that bedroom.
Bunny eggs. I get a bit sick from them.
But this is so embarrassing. Like, I'm just, the secondhand embarrassment, I can't.
Do you think Harry, Hermione, and Ron all have threesomes? What?
That's cray.
You think they all suck?
These are the conversations we need to have. We need to start having. By the way, go watch my old Harry Potter videos. Those were a very fun memory. I would be lying if I said I didn't want to live like this for a little while. The stalk over to the bathroom is cray. Bro, Ollie, please. Ollie, please. Like, the peeping Tom. Like, I can't. Oh my God, like, I want to cry. Like, why do you have that look in your eye? Why do you look like that? Just, like, has no idea what we just witnessed. Poor Felix, man. Oh my God. You guys, You guys, y'all are freaking liars if y'all are telling me this scene was... I'm not even joking right now. I am a germaphobe. Seeing that scene in theater, there's tears in my eyes. Seeing that scene in theaters with a bunch of other people, that wasn't for the weak. And y'all are lying if you're telling me that y'all need to just watch weirder films, or y'all need to like, that just wasn't weird. Yes, it was. Yeah, it was, actually. You're a weirdo. You're the freak, okay? My God. Like, that. It's one thing to lick the tub, but to slurp inside the drain? Do you know how many I can't.
It's too wet for me in the end. Men are so lovely and dry.
She said, what? I can't. Like,
I was a lesbian for a while, you know. It's too wet for me in the end. Men are so lovely and dry.
men are so lovely and so dry. Like, one thing about Elspeth, she is just gonna say anything that comes to mind.
And very hard to know from looking at her because she's so stylish. You think she was a riot to look at her, but there's absolutely nothing going on underneath. I know she's had a hideous time the past few years, but honestly, she did go on about it.
See? They want to hear it until it's too much or like too real for them. Then it stops being like a story or a little fantasy. It's just like too real and they don't want to deal with it. Like, that's just so crazy.
No, I don't know.
And here goes the manipulation. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said it.
Yes. God.
And see here,
About it this afternoon, but it's not absolutely right. There was actually something quite sinister.
I think that this actress, and please don't kill me, I don't know her name. I know it's like a really long name that starts with an R. I will look it up after this, but I think that in that moment, she does such a good job of like kind of like making us see the wheels turning in her head, even though like there's nothing rational about what she's saying or thinking, or what like Ollie is making her kind of like think. Like, he's basically kind of like leading her to believe that like her thoughts about Pamela and her reasonings for wanting her out were completely justified because of like a hint of things that weren't even there. And maybe Pamela was trying to overstay her welcome. Like, maybe Pamela was just enjoying her stay, was not pulling her weight, even though there's no way to pull. I mean, babes, no one's paying bills around here. He said, I'm a crip. I ain't scared of no blood. I know, that's such an outdated joke. I just thought it was funny.
Invite whoever you want, all your friends.
What friends?
Oh.
Felix.
Barry has this thing that he does with his eyes.
Why?
Where it's just like, he kind of looks like a predator, but also looks like the most innocent person in the entire world.
Make it a race thing. What the fuck? I mean, we're your family. We hardly even notice that you're different or anything like that. I never know.
We hardly even notice that you're different. That's cray.
By the way, my father has been more generous than most people would be.
Me first.
I'm sorry.
You're on my left.
Long?
Yes.
Is this how rich people
Why?
converse at the dinner table? Like, there's like
Be lovely.
an actual
Found an idiot.
method. You have to speak to the person on your left, and then the right, and then the left, and then the right. Oh, shit, I got low. I'm sorry. Y'all saw that? I don't know if I'm weird, but I wouldn't be lit up on my brother like that.
Why'd you tell Felix about me, bitch? You know, if you ever want to talk to anyone, you can talk to me, Farley. Are you going to behave?
I'm so uncomfortable. This is so... Ollie's a fucking psychopath.
It's hotter than Barbados, apparently. Barbados!
No, I can believe it, darling. Honestly, I didn't have any...
Y'all seen that post about how Jacob Elordi sits like he's so petite?
Pamela's funeral.
I'm not dying.
Why did I not catch that the first time And the fact that she said she'd do anything for attention is also cray.
Please turn the car around. You can't take me there. You can't, Felix. You can't take me there.
She's your mom. She's your family.
See though, but like, if I saw my friend in that much distress,
You have to fix this, mate.
I would turn around, especially on his birthday. Felix over here saying, I'm not taking no for an answer. This is his family. But then we get inside the house.
Oliver. Franz, you're alive. Your father's in the garden.
His father.
He's been...
I don't know what I've done.
He's so excited. Come in.
Don't know what I would have done.
Kids. You told me you were an only child, Oliver.
No.
It's just the cheesy smile that Felix is putting on. I know Felix is just like, no fucking way. I treated you to the summer of a lifetime and you weren't even a poor thing. You weren't even down in the dumps. I wouldn't have even taken Ollie home.
Please, let me just explain.
I think the best
No.
thing is you go home after your party.
Go home right now. I would be scared out of my mind to just be in the same room as this man.
I will see you back at Oxford.
Oh, let me hear you scream. If you want some more like push it, watch me work it. This, hold on. Like Who wants to have a Saltburn party? Because I do. I need to have a Saltburn party. His obsession with watching Felix do the nasty. Like, I also will never understand people who say that Ollie was in the right for any of this. I'm sorry. I think y'all just trying to be different. Everything he's done has been a bit much, but like, how do you watch this entire movie and be like, Ollie is the victim? No. I'd be so scared. Anybody know what that figure in the center means, or what that is, or where that's from? Leave a comment down below. I would like to know.
You don't need to be told, do you?
I don't. Fucking creep. The score for this movie is just so good. Like, the cello really makes me feel like the absolute dread and horror. And he's still like trying to look perfect in front of the guest, the person that doesn't actually belong there. That scream, bone chilling. And then the strings. I won't lie, I did tear up a little, because despite everything that I've said about like Felix's little tactics and his need to feel like a hero, I don't think that he deserved any of that. And I don't think that he was a bad person for that. But no, I don't think that he deserved this. And see, her own son is dead. And I guess this is like an ugly truth. This is an ugly truth, and she can't bear to look at it because it's not pretty. It's not beautiful.
May I be permitted to close the curtains? May need to pass the window. Yes, thank you. Close them.
Yes, cold hands apparently. You have to have cold hands.
Oh my god.
So the butter doesn't melt.
The chaos. Like,
That applied more to pastry than to cake.
this is also a really great use of editing. How they keep cutting to everything that's like distracting them from having this like abnormal conversation during this very trying time. And then like this red lighting because of the curtains. Like, it's just so uncomfortable. Like, I'm uncomfortable. Like,
Quiet! Sit down and eat the bloody pie!
no! I don't want to eat the pie! I don't want to eat the pie! He knows. He knows. Literally, why are you still here? You need to go home.
I find it weird. No one else finds that weird.
Oh, we do. I do. And you see, with that last final shot in the kitchen table and at the dinner table, I was just like, oh, maybe Ollie just wanted to steal Felix's life. I was wrong. You know, besides the events going on and taking place right now, I do think that this is a very pretty shot. Looks almost like a painting, if you will. I can't quite ignore what's going on. I'm just gonna blur that out.
And I started laughing. You only knew him for 6 months?
Clocking the tea.
I think it's time, Oliver, for you to go home discreetly.
Me too. I think it's been time for him to go home.
I hope you understand. You won't know.
And I like the fact that we lingered on him for a little bit, because now we're seeing him realize he's clocking the tea now. He's a little late because he's been in denial this entire time.
Oliver, come up and stay. Let's Saltburn.
It's just such a shame you got so well.
The cut to this was just so disturbing. It's so disturbing. Like, why would you do that? my god, he did that? I'm not gonna lie, this third act is kind of, I won't say lazy, it was just kind of like I feel like we've seen this a lot before. It's a little too diabolical, you know? Like this is like a little too laughable. It just, I think it just went a little too far left. Y'all, I thought he was about to do something rancid here. I really thought he was gonna do something. He does still do something rancid, but I thought he was gonna do something else.
Predators.
This was a good one though. That makes sense. And again, despite what's happening, that was a beautiful shot. So is this one. I just think some of y'all are just trying to be different when y'all are saying, oh, y'all just didn't get Ollie like me, or Ollie was so real for doing what he did to them. No, I think you have some issues you need to work out, okay? How unfortunate is it that I haven't heard the song in the club yet? Y'all need to spin this track. The only thing he was real for was this scene right here. It's murder on the dance floor. What? And you better not kill the girl. Hi. I hope y'all were up like me. What I wanted in that scene was for the main worker, the main butler, to see him dancing as like a last little gotcha moment. I honestly thought that this was a good film. Like, I don't think it was the best film in the entire world. Do I think this is like the best film that talks about, you know, class and, you know, society? No, I don't think it's anything that new, but I also think it's a very interesting way to show it and to tell a story about it. It's suspenseful and it's dramatic. There were some funny moments, but I wouldn't classify it as like a comedy, even though it's listed as a comedy. It is a dark comedy, but like, I guess it's just not my type of humor. I was just more so like suspenseful. I do think this movie is a good movie. I know that some people were just like, this is such like a shallow portrayal and commentary on class, and you know, maybe it is, but I do think that it had some very interesting and entertaining moments. I really don't know what else I'm trying to say here. I'm just y'all saw my rating on Letterboxd. I'm not sure if I'm gonna change it or not my second time watching. Let's see what I actually put on it together. Let's open her up, shall we? Okay, yeah, so yeah, this is my rating. You guys can go see it and my actual review of it on Letterboxd. Go follow me. It's just stantwtnia, just with TWT though. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little commentary on it. And please do answer some of my questions about, you know, British hierarchy and British class. So that's why I'm not surprised if a lot of things went over my head, because of the places that they were talking about. But yeah, I thought this was a very interesting take on the rich and class and the wealthy and the poor. Some of y'all are just sick for not thinking that some of these scenes were disturbing, because they were. They weren't disturbing. I think they were gross. I mean, I grew up watching American Horror Story, okay? Like I'm used to seeing odd, weird, disturbing, gross shit. But you can still admit that this is weird. You know, I'm a horror movie head. I've seen a lot of horror movies. I've seen some bad ones. I can still admit that this is weird. Okay? Stop trying to be different. Anyways. And I will see you guys next time.